Okay, now I need to joint one edge. So I scraped all the glue off of this edge, and that's the edge I'm going to be running through my joiner. But since it's a curve now, I put my roller up right here so it can catch the curve as I come out of the joiner. So let's go ahead and try this. Let me turn on my There we go. Now I got it jointed. Now I can take it over to the table saw to cut the other side. Now I need to set my blade height to be able to cut all the way through this. So I'll go ahead and do that right now. Get it up so it's about 1/8 of an inch above the top of your board. You don't want it to be too tall. You might cut your fingers off like that, so that's a little tall. But since it's a bend, I guess I'll go a little bit taller. Let's go about like that. That's about a 3/16, I'd say. Now I measured the whole board from front to back, and decided to cut it at 3¼ inches. That should be able to make the whole board parallel. Let's get my tape measure. Make sure we're at 3¼ inches. My finish width on this board will be 3 inches, so I'm still leaving it big just so I can play with it a little bit more if I need to. So let's turn on this. Again, hold tight against the fence. Okay, here's my window. I've just laid it on the ground right now. And here's my curved board. So let's see how we did up against this window here. Looks pretty darn good to me. Yeah, baby, that's what we want. And I cut it long on each end, probably about 3 to 4 inches on each end, so I can get the cuts perfect. That will come up here and meet that at the 45 here, 45 here, and then another 45 right here. So that's what I'll be working on next today after I get my next one glued up and ready to go. Okay, the next step is to create the 90-degree pieces. Those are also 1 inch and 5/16 thick by 3 inches, just like my curved piece. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take this piece of 3/4 inch plywood. I'm going to cut it at 3.5 inches long. These are both, but this is 96 inches long. So I'll be able to cut it right in half. Those pieces are just a little under 48 inches for my curved pieces. Anyway, that's what I'll do now. I have to plane the one piece, so I'm going to cut one strip, cut it in half, plane one of them to 9/16, and then glue them together. Same way I glued all those plies together. And go from there. I just got my pieces planed down to 9/16. Those are these pieces. As you can see, there's no veneer on this side. It's just ply. On this side, these ones, there's the veneer on both sides. So what I'm going to want to do is take one like this, take this other one and put it so the veneer side is up. I'm going to glue both edges like I did on the plies. The reason that you do that is because then all of the glue can absorb into the wood, and then it absorbs into this piece of wood. And when you stick it together, the glue adheres to itself and dries, and it makes a really tight bond. So tight that if you tried to break this, the wood would break before the glue joint would break, or the glued up pieces would break. So it makes a really good glue joint, and I'll go ahead and start doing that now. Okay, for this process, like I said, I'm just going to glue, paint it all on, get everything completely covered on both sides. Flip it over with the 9/16 side. I'm going to be using 1 inch brads, not Jim's, not Chuck's, not Richard's, brads. And I'm going to put together through the 9/16 with 1.25 screws. Now this is all put together. I'll just scrape the glue off this one side then run it through my table saw, cut it down to 3 1/4, like I have all together. I just need to do this another 5 times, so I won't make you watch that.